What's going on, folks? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you keeping it here. Today we're going to talk about the old JLD bridge doctor or bridge system. I don't really know. It don't specify which one this is. I want to explain to you how it works. I'm going to be putting it in this K guitar. I can't pick it up and show you because it's still got mirrors in it. Lord, it's been a crazy busy day here today. I've been pumping them out. And I got to get this in there. And I got a Les Paul over there. I want to just check everything, tweak it. The guy's going to pick it up just in minutes. So I've got to check that before he gets here. But I'm going to do this first. And come on over, bring your drink and your smoke and all that jazz. And the noise you hear in the background is a little fan down here running. You hear it? Just because it's so hot in here. I don't know why I got a sweatshirt on. I haven't had time to take it off. Hold on. Alright, let me explain to you how this works. This piece screws off. I can screw that completely off. You see them holes in there? I can move this piece up here in the center or up here on the other side. That's designed. Your guitar pins, when they stick through the pin holes here, will be in between this, okay? Now we got to drill a hole in the top of this bridge right here. I got to look at the directions and see exactly what the sizes are because they're different on these things. Their website says one size and the directions say another, and sometimes they'll say yeah, totally different one. I've installed several of these, that's how I know. Anyway, we're going to drill a hole back here in the center of the bridge. I have to measure that out, find the center, drill it, and then countersink it so this screw will be countersunk into the bridge, okay? Then this thing goes together like so. It's got an adjusting screw there, see? And this screw here is going to screw down from the top, and it's going to be inside the guitar in that position right there, like that. Okay. This screw is going to come down from the hole we drill, screw into this. This rod will come all the way back until it hits the bridge block. Okay. Once it hits the bridge block, it's going to be. I have to take that out because the rod will be sticking out of this end of it, and then I've got to mark that, measure it, and I think cut 3/8 off. I'll have to look at the direction because they change that all the time too. You know, enough room so the screw will go back in the hole here. And what happens is when you tighten that screw, it shoves this truss back against the tail block, and that creates a great force. It shoves the front of your bridge up and the back of it down. That's exactly what this guitar needs, because I showed you in another video how it was tilted forward. Under string stress, it was really bad. But I can see it the way it is right now with no string stress. Anyway, that's what we got to do. I got to find a punch and find the center of that and get this screw out, and I'll bring you back and we'll get ready to start drilling holes in this dude's guitar. He's my first cousin. Should be call him a brother because he's more of a brother, really. I'll tell you about it as we go along. Hold on. I got to get bits and a punch, something to measure that, and then I'll bring you back, or maybe I'll just do it and bring you back then. Hold on. Okay, so I've measured it to find the very center. I'm going to take an ice pick of all things. I'm going to hold that right there. And that'll be the place for the bit to bite in to start. It looks dead center to me. Alright, I gotta go get the drill and bits and all kinds of shit yet. Sorry for not having it a little bit better together than this. Alrighty, there once again. When you do this, you want to find one of the most massive size drills you can find. This is a 9/64 inch bit. Directions tells you to use something other than that to start with. I'm going to drill straight down. Sorry I can't show you better. And here we have that. I'm sorry folks, I can't show you a better picture. I gotta get in there and see myself. Very powerful sucking device. Now I got to get the what that other bit's a 1/4 inch bit, and countersink that. The reason you got to do that, they give you a little, well here it is, a little tiny piece of probably plastic. Countersink that for the plastic and to cover the screw up with. This screw is going to be sticking out from the inside. Actually, it goes like that. This screw will go down through there into this, and then we'll do the truss thing. Just might I'll take the screw out right now and see how it fits up. Well, I don't want to do that yet. I want to drill that other hole. So hold on. Countersink that puppy. So how you guys been doing, man? My drill's chuck's messed up on this drill, so I got to do it with pliers. I got a 1/4 inch bit right here. Yo, I know what I was going to tell you now. I want to drill this 1/4 inch bit into a piece of wood before I do the guitar, just to make sure that white dot is the 1/4 inch too. And I want to drill a 1/4 inch in there and the dot be some other funky size. You can't really depend on these instructions very much. Like I say, they're all different. So I'm going to go find a piece of wood, drill a 1/4 inch hole in it, make sure it's the same size the dot is, and measure the dot, and I'll bring it back. Hold on. Well, it works. There's the 1/4 inch hole, and that little dot goes right down inside of there perfectly. So this time I want to start this bit by spinning it backwards a little bit. This is going to be the outer edges of the hole. Man, that drill is touchy. Alright. It says it's straight. Let me get my sheet together and we'll take it from there. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm going to take this screw out. Take that off. I might have to put a light down in here to see this, man. No. Yeah, I am going to do it, I think. The mirror's in the way and everything. I can't see shit. And I should have got a Phillips screwdriver. Oh, help me see better, know better. There is no room in there to work at all. I don't even feel the screw coming through yet. Alright, so the stick is in there, the truss. I'm pretty sure it's hitting the tail block. Can't see that mirror that's in there enough to tell. Yep, it is. Dead center of it. Alright, now I need to mark the end of it with a pencil and take off 3/8 from that. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to take the thing out, get 3/8 inches off of it. Is that marked on here? Yeah, it marked it perfect. It says when you put it back in, put the pointed end where that set screw is going to go. Whatever I did with it. So I don't have anything here to saw that with. I'll have to find some way to cut that off. I won't bore you to death with that. Now I got to get this little screw, wee tiny little. I'm going to stick this on this thing, and you know the flashlight don't work anymore all of a sudden. Oh, that was too easy right there. That was just too easy. I don't want to apply too awful much pressure to this thing at first. This is the only wrench I could find that would maybe remotely work. I don't know if that's going to work or not, to be honest with you. Maybe I can stick this in the hole. Many of these as I put in, this has been the hardest. It's been the toughest one, man. Alright, make sure that's set to tighten. Yes, it is. I was going to say, I don't want to put too much pressure on this thing just yet. Just, you know, enough to... Wow, I can't see. Cannot see that. Just enough to level the bridge out. There we go. That's enough. That's enough for now. Alright. Let me find the little dot now. I know I was going to lose it, man. I knew when I seen that I was going to lose it, and it's gone. I have to find that dot to put in here. I just doubt if I can make you see this very well. I have a mirror in there, but you see you can see it in the mirror, and you can see it. Now that screw right there has got, it's up again that truss that runs all the way back here to the tail block, and it shows. I'll hold you down here and let you look at the. You can see the bridge is, of course, it's not under string stress either. The bridge is a lot flatter than it was before. In fact, it looks almost perfect in there. Wow, it's been quite a day here today. If you do this, read the instructions. Like I say, they change those sizes all the time, man. And their website says something totally different. I forgot to show you that little dot. I put it in, and I happened to think I didn't even show it on the camera. I'll show you what it looks like. Looks pretty good. This bridge is white. That's what it looks like. And you can see white around where the drill bit touched it. So I can't sand that. So I tried to just put it in there, you know, where it was flush with the top right here. And it's pretty close to it, I think. So next time, what are we going to do? I still got a little fretboard. I want to clean the frets up for him. And I'll tell you more about this guy. He used to play, like I said, we're first cousins. He plays in a band. What is the name of that band? Cherry Run Bluegrass. I think you can Google that. Maybe you've heard of them before. I don't know if he's still with them or not. But me and him grew up together, man. We could hardly wait for the weekends to come so we could get together on Fridays, and he'd stay or I'd stay with him. We'd play music all weekend. I remember I traded my grandfather a reel-to-reel tape machine one time. It was to play this little 5-inch reels. His played 7-inch reels. Both tube type. They were very old. I traded him, and I had to carry that thing. It was huge and heavy, man. I had to carry it from their house to where my dad lived. It's maybe a quarter of a mile. It seemed like farther than that. I was just a little guy. And I had to sit down there a little bit and rest, and walked a little bit in roads, a little bit in fields, taking shortcuts. Called my cousin, David's his name. I don't know if I told you that or not. I said, David, wait to see what I got, man. I said, come over this Friday as quick as you can get here. You're not going to believe what I got. So he came as soon as he got out of school Friday, and I whipped that on him. And it was just blowing both of our minds. I mean, we had these songs worked up, and we had this nice big recording, reel-to-reel tape machine. I knew the name of it for a long time. I can't remember now what the name of it was. But we played music, man, from the time we was, my God, I don't know, 11, 12, 13, I was. He's a couple of 3, 4 years older than me, something like that. Anyways, you can holler cheers at him in the comments, because there's going to be several more videos. Not very many on this. I probably won't show doing the oil my board and, you know, polish the press and stuff. Maybe I will. I don't know if I will or not. Basically, all that's left to do, I've got the nut made. I set nut action. And just set it up. It's pretty much all that's left to do to it. So stay tuned for that. I think you're going to be surprised what this guitar's going to sound like when it's set up right. So, hope to see you there. I'll see you later!